Hey, what's up, y'all? My name's Antonio Neves, and it is my mission to help you rediscover what makes you great so you can start living courageously today. Now, how many of you watching this or listening to this are working on a project at home or at the office, and you know that it could benefit from some feedback from a colleague, a family member, or a friend? And how many of you at the exact same time are avoiding getting that feedback from a colleague, a family member, or a friend? Why are you avoiding it? I'll tell you why you're avoiding it. Because it's scary to receive feedback. It's vulnerable to receive feedback. That person might say, yo, what were you thinking? This is horrible. Start from scratch. Throw it away. You're an amateur. They can say a variety of things. The odds are they're not going to say that. I remember when I was in grad school and I was working on my master's thesis, and I used to hate turning in my early drafts of it to my advisor because I knew that when it came back, it would come back covered in red ink, just red ink on all 50 pages with all the move this, do this, change that, get rid of that, and I used to hate it. And one day my advisor noticed that I hated it, and he's like, yo, what's up? And I said, what's up is that look at all this red ink. Look at all this work I have to do. And he looked at me kind of perplexed and confused and said, don't you know you pay for the red ink? You pay for this red ink that I'm giving you. What he was saying was that the red ink, the energy and effort that he put into my thesis was a gift. He was working to make it better. Essentially, what he was providing me with is something that I like to call is good friction. Good friction, which is also constructive feedback, support, or guidance. A great way to look at good friction is this. If you've ever lived somewhere where it snows and you're in a car and your car gets stuck and that tire is just spinning, what can you put underneath that tire to get yourself out of there? Well, where I'm from, you can put salt underneath it, you can put kitty litter underneath the tire, you can put sand underneath the tire, and guess what? That creates friction that then propels you forward. It's the same way if you're in the woods and you're stuck and it's cold, you can get two rocks, hit them together, you can get two sticks and hit them together, maybe not hit them together, but rub them together vigorously, and that creates good friction, and you can create a fire. I mean, think about how diamonds were formed. Diamonds were formed under millions and millions of years of pressure. I mean, the soil wasn't just, let me massage your shoulders, diamond. No, it wasn't massaging the shoulders, it was providing pressure. And that's what we all can benefit from, good friction. That good, constructive feedback, support, guidance that calls us up, not out. That feedback that calls us up, not out. And there are so many benefits to good friction. One of the benefits to getting that good friction, that feedback, is it's an opportunity to improve. If that project you're working at is like, okay, good friction, good feedback can make it great. It's an opportunity for you as an individual to seek it out, to make yourself better as a human being. In my experience, the best people in certain industries, the high performers, the people that are killing it, they do not avoid good friction. They do not avoid feedback. They actually actively seek it out. They look at what I'm working on. What do you think? How can I make it better? They're not running away from it. And last but not least, people who seek out good friction, the beautiful thing is that it provides growth. Think about it. When you lift heavy weights, what happens? It allows your muscles to build and to grow bigger. That's what good friction can provide to us. So if you have a project that you care about at home or at work, find those people that you respect, those colleagues, those friends, those family members who would love to call you up, not out, to help your project improve and get better. Here's what you need to know. No one, and I mean no one who has accomplished anything of significance did it alone. Once again, no one who has accomplished anything of significance did it alone. Neither should you. Seek out some good friction, get that feedback, and make that project, whatever it is, as good, as great as it can be.